In this video, we'll explore the 7 pieces of advice for teenagers to start making $10,000 a month, such as the mindset you need to constantly improve, how to overcome all challenges you'll ever face, how you should invest, and so much more. Watch until the end, because we'll uncover exactly what business you need to start earning $10,000 a month, how long it will take, and what to do once you get there. Subscribe now, because the information I'm about to share in this video is pure gold. Let's go. The first piece of advice that most people get wrong is to start small and work hard. It's okay to start at the bottom. Be respectful, learn from others, work hard, and you'll move up. This is super important. Think of it like playing a video game. You don't start at the highest level, right? You begin at level 1 and work your way up. In the real world, this means you might start with small jobs or tasks that seem boring. Maybe you're helping out at a local store, mowing lawns, or doing chores for neighbors. That's okay. These jobs teach you important skills, like being on time, following instructions, and dealing with different people. As you do these jobs well, people will notice. They'll start to trust you with bigger tasks. It's like leveling up in that video game. Remember, even big bosses of huge companies often started with tiny jobs. They learned, worked hard, and moved up step by step. So don't worry if your first job seems small. It's just your starting point. Every big success story begins with small steps and lots of hard work. Keep at it. Learn from everything you do, and you'll be surprised how far you can go. Advice number 2. Dress nicely. Wear simple, clean clothes. This helps people take you seriously. Dressing nicely doesn't mean you need expensive clothes. It's more about looking clean and put together. Think of it like this. If you were going to meet your favorite celebrity, how would you dress? You'd probably choose your best clothes, make sure they're clean, and try to look neat. That's what we mean by dressing nicely for work or business. Avoid super baggy clothes or things with lots of holes. Simple t-shirts, jeans that fit well, and clean shoes can work great. The key is to look like you care about how you present yourself. When you dress this way, older people are more likely to take you seriously. They might even forget you're young and treat you more like an adult. It's like wearing a costume that says, "I'm here to do important things." So next time you're doing something for your future, think about dressing the part. The next piece of advice is one of the most important. Stay humble. Do things that remind you you're not perfect. This helps you keep learning and growing. Staying humble is like having a superpower that helps you keep getting better. Imagine you're really good at a video game. If you think you're the best and stop practicing, someone else who keeps trying will eventually beat you. It's the same in real life. To stay humble, try things that challenge you. Maybe it's a new sport, a hard class at school, or learning a musical instrument. When you do tough stuff, you remember that there's always more to learn. It's also great to hang out with people who are better than you at some things. They can teach you new skills and remind you that everyone has room to grow. Being humble doesn't mean thinking you're bad at things. It just means you know you can always improve, and you're excited to keep learning. Later in the video, we'll add to this point when we talk about what to do after you reach your goal. So keep it in mind. Advice number 4. Focus on your goals. Don't waste time on short-term friendships or dating lots of people. Either have a serious relationship or focus on your work. When you're young, it's easy to get distracted by lots of different things. But if you want to achieve something big, like becoming rich or starting a successful business, you need to focus. Think of it like training for a big sports event. Athletes don't spend all their time hanging out with friends or going on lots of dates. They practice a lot and take care of themselves. In the same way, if you have big goals, you might need to say no to some fun things. This doesn't mean never having friends or never dating. It just means being careful with your time. If you do date, it's better to have one serious relationship with someone who supports your goals, rather than lots of short relationships that take up your time and energy. Remember, you have your whole life ahead of you for fun and romance. Right now, while you're young, is a great time to work really hard on your big dreams. This ties in with advice number 5. Have a few close friends. It's good to know many people, but only have a few really close friends you trust. Think of your friendships like a target board. In the middle, you have a small circle. These are your closest friends. They're the ones you trust completely, who support you no matter what. Around that, you have a bigger circle of people you know and like, but aren't super close with. It's great to be friendly with lots of people, but you don't need to share everything with everyone. Having just a few really close friends is like having a strong team in a game. These are the people who will stick with you when things get tough, celebrate your wins, and help you become better. They're not just there for the fun times or because you might be successful someday. When choosing these close friends, look for people who share your values and encourage you to follow your dreams. Remember, it's not about how many friends you have on social media, it's about having a few real, trustworthy friends in your life. Advice number 6 is a no-brainer. Be ready for challenges. When good things happen, be prepared for hard times too. Stay strong and keep working hard. Life is a bit like a roller coaster. It has ups and downs. When good things happen, like getting a great grade or earning some money, it's awesome. But it's important to remember that tough times can come too. Being ready for challenges is like packing an emergency kit for a camping trip. You hope you won't need it, but you're prepared if you do. How can you do this in real life? First, don't spend all your money or energy when things are good. Save some for later. Second, keep learning new skills. The more you know, the better you can handle different situations. Third, remember that it's okay to ask for help when things get hard. Talk to trusted adults or your close friends. Lastly, try to see challenges as chances to grow stronger. Every time you overcome a problem, you're better prepared for the next one. So when good things happen, enjoy them, but always keep your eyes open for what might come next. Advice number 7. Save and invest your money. When you make money, put it in safe places like houses or gold. Don't spend it all on fancy things. Imagine you have a magical box. Every time you put money in it, the money grows all by itself. That's kind of what saving and investing is like. When you start making money, even if it's just a little from chores or a part-time job, try to put some of it away. It might be tempting to buy cool stuff right away, but saving can make your money grow bigger over time. There are different ways to save and invest. You could put money in a savings account at a bank. Or, when you're older, you might buy things like parts of companies, called stocks, or houses. These things can increase in value over time, making your money grow. It's like planting seeds. The earlier you plant them, the more time they have to grow into big trees. Don't worry if you can't save a lot at first. Even small amounts add up over time. The important thing is to start the habit of saving now. Your future self will thank you for it. So we've talked about the 7 pieces of advice for young people to start making $10 a month. But how do you put these into practice? Here are the 3 things you need to do. The first thing is, choose the right vehicle. You need to find the right way to make money. What I call the right vehicle. This means finding an opportunity that's big enough to make $10,000 a month, but not too risky. Some people will tell you to try trading. But I'll be real. It's incredibly hard to consistently make big money that way, especially starting out. Instead, think about starting a lean online business. With the right business, like a service-based business, you could potentially reach your goal within a year. These businesses don't require you to constantly reinvest all your profits like a product-based business might. You want something that generates cash you can actually use, not just tie up in inventory or other assets. When it comes to choosing the right vehicle to make $10,000 a month, it's all about finding a business or opportunity that matches your skills, interests, and the amount of time and money you're willing to invest. For example, starting a service-based business is often a great choice because it doesn't require a huge amount of money to get started. Services like social media management, video editing, or creating websites for small businesses can be learned quickly and have high demand. The key is to focus on offering something that solves a real problem for people or businesses. When you solve a problem, people are willing to pay for your solution, and that's where you can start making real money. Plus, with service-based businesses, you have the flexibility to start small and grow as you get more clients and experience. This way, you're not risking everything at once, and you can scale up over time, steadily working towards that $10,000 a month goal. But before you start your new business, something you need to do is stretch out the timeline. You have to understand that building up to $10,000 a month usually takes time. Social media can make you feel like you need to hit these goals quickly, but that's not realistic for most people. It's okay if it takes a few years. The key is to stay focused and patient. If you're making even $1,200 a month from your online business after a few months, that's already amazing. Just remember, success often comes slowly, and that's totally normal. When you're working towards making $10,000 a month, it's important to understand that it probably won't happen overnight. Success, especially in business, takes time. Instead of thinking in terms of weeks or months, think in terms of years. If you put in consistent effort, learn from your mistakes, and keep improving, you'll see progress. It might take longer than you expect, but that's okay. Every bit of progress, even if it's slow, is still progress. Plus, as you build experience and learn more about your business, things will start to pick up. You might start by making just a few $100s a month, but if you keep at it, those numbers will grow. Remember, the internet and business opportunities are constantly evolving, so even if it takes a while to hit your goal, you're gaining valuable skills and knowledge that will pay off in the long run. The final thing is to understand that making $10,000 a month is just the first step. The real challenge is maintaining that income consistently and growing it over time. Once you reach that point, you need to make it your new baseline, something that feels normal for you. This way, you'll keep pushing yourself to go further. Once you hit $10,000 a month, the journey doesn't end. It's just the beginning. The next challenge is maintaining that income and making sure it's consistent month after month. This means continuing to improve your skills, keeping up with industry trends, and making smart decisions with your money. You also need to think about how to manage and grow your wealth. For example, don't blow all your money on things you don't need. Instead, think about reinvesting some of it back into your business or saving for future opportunities. It's also important to establish a solid routine or system that ensures your business runs smoothly even when things get tough. The more you build on this foundation, the easier it will be to keep growing your income and setting new financial goals. And just like that, you guys know the exact steps to become rich, from the habits to the mindset, to the business, to investing. You are literally ready to start your journey to financial freedom. You now know exactly how to conduct your life so that you achieve all your financial goals. Now go out there and conquer your dreams.